make your day richer than it was before. Got some good times knocking upon your front door. It's the Richard Wilmore Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Richard Wilmore.
Film or start off with books?
Well, let's start off actually with the book because that's coming out in March, which is when this is. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so I have my book, South 2690. It's a book of short stories and poems. And what inspired it a lot was Sam Shepard. I love Sam Shepard. He's a playwright, actor as well, filmmaker. And I was just reading his book. The first book I got of his was Hawk Moon. And I remember reading it and thinking, wow, this is... The poems, they were unearthly, they were strange, they were different. And I really took a kin to them. And then I got his other book of short stories and poems, that's my book. That's my bad, I'm sorry.
Another amazing book.
Another amazing
called
book.
South 2690. No.
This is the bastard child of it. No, Cruising Paradise. And I was reading Cruising Paradise, and Alex Ramirez, with my writing style for film, he told me, he's like, well, you love Sam Shepard, you love reading his short stories and poems. He's like, why don't you, I wanted to grow as a writer. I love as a filmmaker, I'm an actor first, but as a filmmaker, if I'm going to write something, if I'm going to direct it, I want to have fun. That's at least what I was telling myself at first. So I would write these cool action movies, genre picks. But I want to graduate from that. I want to level up. As an actor, I want to grow.
Mm-hmm.
As an actor, I want to be in projects that are strong as a character and really make you stand out. Because popcorn movies are cool, but it's really the acting of it. And I wanted to grow like that as a writer. He recommended, he's like, well, why don't you try, doing some writing in that kind of style. And I let that, the seed was planted, and one day I'm out going for a hike, and on my way back, I'm sunsetting down, nice Texas sunset, and I drive by just a function, one of those, a junction road, South 2690. Perfect spot to just park my truck in. And I was like, why don't you look at the sunset? And I was just there, and I was dabbling around. I love the harmonica, and I was playing around with my harmonica, and then I just sat back and watched the sunset over the hills. And then I looked over to the side, and there was South 2690, the Junction Road, and it's out there in Sabinal, Texas. And I was like, I'm writing a book of short stories and poems. And I had dabbled in poetry. I had been doing it already. But I was just doing it, and it wasn't until I was there, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna make a book.
So where's it going to be available? Amazon?
It'll be available on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
Amazon Prime. Yes, sir.
So you can order it today and get it tomorrow, which is the fun part.
South 2690.
And we'll have a link on our website for it too.
Thank you.
Off topic, why the harmonica?
Why the harmonica?
Yeah.
I love the harmonica. I'm a big Bob Dylan, Neil Young, Tom Petty fan. Americana rock.
Are you like self-taught?
Yeah. I just bought it one day. So all this poetry and harmonica and all that, I've always loved it. But I didn't.
Had I known that, do you have it in your pocket? Some people will just play it.
I'm totally not prepared. I am totally not prepared.
Yes.
Totally not prepared. No, yeah, I have it. I got a book of short stories of some of the things here. I have a lot. I mean, I am working on a lot. I have my film. I mean, I'm an actor first with everything, but I don't like to limit myself.
I see that.
I believe people. There's no such thing as limitations.
Mm-hmm.
Limitations. That's a structure that's given to you by just some preordained way of living that people got accustomed to, and they just figured that's the way to go. You're born, you go to school, you go to college, you get married, you have kids. That's it. I don't believe that.
Mhm.
You do one thing, I don't believe that. I believe that the human mind is capable of doing everything and anything it wants to.
Life is boring if you're stuck doing one thing.
Life's terribly boring. You're stuck doing one thing. So I have like 3 books where I write things. One's for poems, one's for journals, one's for film ideas, one's for storyboarding and drawing ideas. While I'm driving, I drive a lot. So my phone on the notepad, just as I'm driving, just say the idea, put it down. Put the voice recorder, put it down. That way I'll never, I mean, I have a plethora of things I could just, if I'm ever stuck in a poem and need a line, I have, like, oh, I wrote this down the other day, let me see what that is, or a movie idea, let me go back to it. So.
It's so interesting to hear how creative people work. You know what I mean? Like, some people will, they're disciplined where I need to write 3 hours a day. So I have that, and I sit down and that's my time.
I couldn't
do
that.
I know, that would be so hard for me.
It takes away the artistic nature of creativity. I mean, it's good to be disciplined and say, okay, I want to sit down for 3 hours and write.
Mhm.
That's good, that's not bad. But if it's forced, like, okay, I'm only going to create, I'm only going to think about creativity for these 3 hours, it doesn't work that way.
I would instantly go into writer's block.
You instantly go into writer's block
Yeah.
because you sit yourself down and you're like,
Yeah.
well, now I'm here. But that's the thing with me. What I do is I just listen to a lot of music or watch something I like. So believe it or not, when I was in high school, I had my own talk show. I had my own talk show when I was in high school.
How'd you do it?
So in our classrooms we had TVs. Every classroom had a TV, nice TV. If you want to know how the Rio Grande Valley spends their budget, it's having flat screen TVs in all their classrooms.
That's an expose here on the show.
Yeah, there you go. No new books.
No.
Let's get new flat screens. I don't care. For me it was like great. I noticed in particular I had my AV class with the great Joe Martinez. I'm gonna tell him to watch this. He's the guy that really. That's when the filmmaking bug hit me. I've always wanted to be an actor. The filmmaking bug hit me with my AV teacher, Mr. Martinez. How you doing, Mr. Martinez? He gave me the keys to a 1969 red Challenger, and he's like, "Go ahead, son." It was metaphorically.
Yeah.
Metaphorically, it's my filmmaking career. He's like, "Here you go, son." And I was like, I just took off. I just took off. So I noticed there was a TV in every classroom. I noticed nobody was doing anything with all these. He had sound equipment. He had a camera. He had green screen. He had everything. And there was nobody doing anything with it. And I was like, sweet, I'm gonna do it.
Wow.
And I told the principal and I told him, I was like, hey, if I come up with a TV show, I'll throw some school stuff in there. Really, it was just something I could throw my stuff out there and skip class. Could I air it every week? And they're like, yeah, of course, sure. They didn't care. They didn't care. It was a good way. They cared, but they didn't care.
Yeah.
So what I would do is I'd get my best friends, Dom, Spears, Nick, Siller, there's Giovanni, Javi. There's a lot of guys. I'd get them, and Dexter, Josh. Can't forget you guys. Dexter, Josh.
Love them.
Love them.
People.
So what we would do is we would just film, and I would air it. And I had my talk show. It was Lobel TV. That was the name. We were Lobels. That was the school mascot. So it was called Lobel TV. So I had my own talk show. I had the green screen in the background. And I would just do skits and interview people.
Don't you wish they had, like, was that back, I don't even know how old you are, but you look like you're 17, but,
22.
well, same
I'll be
thing,
23
right?
when this airs. When this airs, I'll be 23.
Really? Well, you look so much older. People will watch this then and they'll be like, God, he
Oh
looks,
my God.
when I see him in person, he looks so much worse in person than on TV. It's because he's older now.
Yeah.
Don't you wish, was that at the time where, like, it's on you, like, can you still watch that? Are those even available? Wouldn't it be funny to watch?
Watching them. I don't have them because I lost them, personally. I know Joe Martinez still has them. A lot of the short films I made, a lot of the old ones, I had them on a USB, but I mean, I'm a Samsung guy, okay? I'm a Samsung guy because you could transfer everything through phone to computer. When everything's on an Apple, it's only through the cloud, and if it gets lost, it's gone forever. And if I had it on cloud, and all this stuff on my end was lost forever. So I don't have it. So I'd love to go back and just look at it. I look at the pictures, and I look at all the stuff I did. And I was actually thinking about this on the way here. These are big things, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, we're not making millions of dollars. We're not doing any of that, but I mean, this is a big thing. I mean, 4 years ago, I just graduated high school. I had nothing. Like, I knew I had a dream and I knew what I wanted to do, but I had no projects going on. I had nothing going on, and here I am. 4 years later, I'm a working actor.
Mhm.
I'm writing a book. I love playing music. I have a daughter.
I know. I saw some of your Instagram pictures.
thank
of
you.
her.
Yeah,
Oh my
she's
lord!
gorgeous.
Go
Thank
if
you.
anything, just go to his Instagram for that because she's adorable.
Thank you. Avery's her name, and she's gonna be 2. Her birthday's a few days after mine. Hers is in February as well. So I'm a father now, and just 4 years, and in 4 years I'm able to get here, sit down with Richard Wilmore.
I mean, what more could a guy ask
Exactly,
for?
exactly. What more could he ask for?
Man.
So it's like, for me, this is awesome. Like, I love sitting here, like, talking about what I love to do for a living. And
Well, good. Then you can come back next week.
I'd love to.
We'll have you here every week if you want.
I'll be here every week.
What?
I'll have a guest spot. I'll co-host with you. I'll stand on the corner
Yeah,
there.
see, now the problem is he's going to take my job. He had it in high school before I did. That's really why he's here. It'll be me sitting over there.
All right, guys. This is the David Carbajal Show. Now.
We're ripping apart the set to make a different one.
There's going to be murals of me everywhere.
A green screen of just your picture going
Exactly.
back and forth. Maybe I should try that.
Of me in a treadmill.
That's right. It'll be really fun. You want to talk about California Blue?
I'd love to talk about the movies, and then I'll play the harmonica for you.
Okay, good. And
I'll
then
read
we're
you some
done, and then you're
poems.
out of here.
I'll read you some poems
Okay,
if you
good.
want. So I'm probably taking up
We
more
can
of your
take.
time.
Well, I just have to get my dog in a couple hours, so we're good.
All
So
right.
take care.
Sweet. So, California Blue. California Blue is it's a movie I wrote. It's my second film. My first film was Unholy Living Dead. We screened it in October at the Alamo Draft House. It's a vampire. That one was a vampire film, a 50s vampire film. So it was really badass. I like to add a lot of cool style to my genres. So I don't like boring. I like it to be cool. I like to be stylistic. So this one's California Blue. It's starring Nikki Gomez and it's Nicole Gomez. Aaron Ramos is in it. Myself, I'm acting in it. Kellen List, and a lot of other tremendous actors. It's a western heist film. So I'm a big Easy Rider fan. I'm a big fan of Americana rock, like Easy Rider and
You're
westerns.
so old.
I'm so old. I have an old soul.
I see that.
And-
I definitely see that. Yes.
And that's with the goatee. So I don't really have the goatee, and I'm usually clean shaven, but it's for the movie, and we should be wrapping it up pretty by March. By the time this airs, we'll be all wrapped up. I'll give you a trailer.
Good. Then you can come back and talk about
I'll
it.
come back. I'll talk about it. We'll just sit down, shoot the
We
breeze.
get to say roll it.
Yeah, just say roll it. We'll just show a trailer.
Can throw to the clip.
Oh, what we can do? So I'm getting off topic. I talk so much I get off topic. Anyway, so it's California Blue. It's a western. It's a heist film. So it's just very exciting. It's very action-packed, bloody, some heavy romance. It's awesome. It's really cool. I think a lot of people are going to like it because it's going to be my last film I'm going to make for a while. I'm going to keep writing, but as for directing, I'm just going to take a pause for the cause. I want to spend the next year from 2019 until 2019 just acting. Acting is my passion, and I love directing, but it takes some time. It takes a lot of organizing and structure. And right now, with all that I have going on, it's like I want to just keep acting and writing. So it's gonna be my hoorah for the next few, who knows when.
It's probably time you retire from something.
I gotta retire from something
Been
right
at
now.
the game for quite a while.
Yeah.
What about The Triggers?
So The Triggers, that's a movie. That's a 50s rock film. I play the lead in. It's gonna be really cool. It's directed by E13 Perez. That's how you say her name. She's gonna hate me for this. I always say E13.
You're gonna tell everybody else to watch it except for her.
I'm gonna tell everybody else to watch it except for her.
So she doesn't yell.
I'm
at
just
you.
call her Kat. I don't know how to say her name in Spanish. I speak Spanish. I just don't know how to say her name in Spanish. Kat.
We'll call her Kat. I like her.
So it's directed by. She's directing the film. It's very cool, very rock and roll. We actually have the trailer out already. The teaser trailer. We have 2 of them out already. So it's a 50s film that follows this band, the Triggers, and they love to kill women. They're fans, really. It's really great.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so they'll be fans forever in a way, I guess. So I play the lead in that. I'm helping produce it as well, and we start filming in June.
So then you'll come back in the fall.
Come back in the fall.
Every week you're gonna be here.
I'll be here. I want to be. It's like Saturday Night Live. I'll have 10.
We'll start some skits.
Yes.
It'll be fun.
Skits.
And then the book.
And then South 2690. So if you'd like, I could read you a poem from
Yes,
the book.
sure.
If you're curious. So this is where this is where it all manifested. I bought this and I was like, I'm gonna just write all my poems and short stories here. So I have a lot of stuff to throw in here. It'll be done by the time I write them all down. But anyway, I read you one of them. I wrote this one recently. It's called The Great Unknown. Quick backstory to this. I'm a big, I love Sam Shepard. I love the cosmos. I love the structure of humanity and really just thinking about manifesting things for yourself. And really breaking out of that structure, that structure that people tend to get stuck in, where they have to live the 9 to 5. They have to do this, and it's like you don't have to. Chase your dreams,
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you see will manifest. You just believe it. So, the great unknown. The old dusty road is alive tonight, beneath the feet of a restless spirit. A spirit that's willing to encounter the great unknown on the hunt for a world he's never been shown. He's a whistling duck in a pond of desire and despair, unaware of the current with an unwillingness to care. His first step to enlightenment is the encounter with the shadow. Everything around him is broken up and dances. No clear vision for a benevolent tomorrow. I'm busting out of here. Where are you going? Somewhere beyond the fear. Don't be blinded by the rainbows. From a whisper to a riot, from death to a newborn awakening, he's flung into a strange intermingling of a subjective reality, which staggered him into a pathway of divine immortality.
And that's going to be in the book?
That's going to be in the book. It's
Wow.
one of the poems. It's one of my long ones. Got a plethora of them.
So make sure you go get this book.
South 2690.
Do you have, do you have a website, or is it just your Instagram kind of to get a hold of you?
There's my Instagram, David M. Carr 34, 2 R's. Facebook, David Carbajal. I have an IMDb page. I don't really take too much. I don't really look at it. I have it, but I don't really look at it. I should. But I don't really look at it. But it's there. There's IMDb.
It's hard to keep up with 7,000 different pages that you're supposed to have now.
Exactly. It's so I just go out there and do it all. And to anybody over there watching, you don't need an agent to go do all this stuff. You don't need a studio to do all this. You just gotta go out there and do it. Just go out there and make it happen.
Persistence.
Persistence, consistency, and just dedication. And yeah, you gotta have to do some sacrifices. You're gonna have to sacrifice some things, but at the end of the day, you gotta decide. Do you wanna sleep 8 hours, or do you wanna live your dream? Sleep 6 hours.
And maybe live in a box, but still,
live in a
you
box.
get to be an actor or a talk show host.
You get to be an actor, talk show host, and at the end of the day, having fun.
Exactly. That's what it's all about.
Of course.
Awesome. David Carbajal, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Look him up. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Make your day richer than it was before. Got some good times knocking upon your front door. It's the Richard Wilmore Show.